Hello students, are you okay? Now welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss the last part of voice change. Now to begin with, let me tell you how to change some different types of sentences into passive form. Okay? Now for the sake of example, I have taken an interrogative sentence. Okay, now how did you pass the examination? Now this is the interrogative adverb. How is the interrogative adverb, and did is the helping verb, past simple, you is the subject, and pass is the main verb, the examination is the object. Okay, now mark the position of different words in this question: interrogative word, helping verb, subject, main verb, and the object. Now remember the different rules relating to voice change. Now suppose I make a blank here. First of all, you have to write the interrogative word. Okay, then you have to use the helping verb, then the subject, then the main verb, and then the object. Okay, now this is the order of words in this question, and we have to follow the same order of words while changing it into passive. Now this is the interrogative word, how it must be written in the beginning. Now first we have to write how, because all the interrogative words in questions are to be used first. How? Now here did is the helping verb, and as we are going to change it into passive, we have to use for past simple, as I have discussed in the earlier class, either was or were. Now we are not sure whether to use was or were. Now at least we can use the examination, the object, as the subject. Now let me write the examination here, the examination here as the subject. This is used and this is also used. Now the examination, which is the subject of the passive verb, definitely it is in third person singular number, and now we are sure out of was or were we have to use was here. Okay, now you see how is retained, it is rewritten, and instead of writing did for past simple, we have to write was, and here in the place of you we have written the examination. Now here comes the main verb, and we know the third form of the main verb, or the past participle form of the main verb, past, is to be used here. Now the main verb will be past. Okay, now this is used, this is used, and this is used. Now this one is left, and finally we have to use this subject as the object, and this subject will be, which will become object, will be used in the accusative case, will be used with the help of by, you, and the question mark. Now the answer is, how was the examination passed by you? Okay, this is the correct answer. Now come to another example of a different type, and again this is also a question, but the question begins with a helping verb. Now the first one began with a question word, interrogative word, and the second one will start with the helping verb. Now the example is, can the government suppress, can the government suppress the rebellion? Can the government suppress the rebellion? Can the government suppress the rebellion? Now here this is the helping verb and this is the subject and this is the main verb and the rebellion is the object. Okay, now helping verb, subject, main verb, object. Now you find the order of words. Now as I have told you in the first example, first of all we have to write can. Now why can? Because the modals can, could, may, might, used to, ought to, need, dare, must, shall, should, etc. they remain unchanged. The modals shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, they remain unchanged. Therefore, instead of changing to any other form, we have to use can first. Now this is the helping verb in the passive structure. This is the helping verb can. Now here the government was the subject. Now the object rebellion will become the subject. Now let us write can the rebellion. Can the rebellion. This is the new subject. Can the rebellion, and this is over, and come to the use of be verb. And after the modals we have to use be itself, be verb, be, and the third form of the main verb suppress, it will become suppressed, suppressed, suppressed. Now this is over, and this is over, and finally the last word, which was the subject of the active verb, remained, and we can use it by the help of by the government. The answer is can the rebellion be suppressed by the government? Finally there is the question mark. Okay, now I have taken two different types of questions from the active voice and I told you how to change them into passive voice. Now come to another type of sentence, that is the imperative sentence. Imperative. Now I have already told you about the imperatives, order, command, request, etc. Now here is one example. Don't waste your time idly. Don't waste your time idly. Okay, now we have two different types of imperatives, direct imperative and indirect imperative, and negative imperative and positive imperative, and here we have the negative imperative. Now the subject is omitted, subject is understood, and therefore the sentence started with the helping verb do because it is a negative imperative. Now do and waste. Do is the helping verb, main verb is waste, and this is the adverb, negative adverb. And your time, these two words, object, and this is the adverb of manner. Okay, adverb manner ideally. Now I want to tell you some new rules about this, and the answer will be in passive structure. As I have told you, to make imperatives into passive imperatives, late is to be used, lit late. Let us write lit late first because it is in the form where we have a transitive verb, we have the object. Okay, late, and thereafter we have to write this not. There will be a flow of our intonation our voice, let not, proper rise of our voice, let not. Then comes the object your time to be used as object, let not your time. Now this became subject, let not your time. Then we have to use be because after the modals and in imperative sentences we have to use be, the base form of the verb. Let not your time be. Then comes ideally, adverb of manner. And here you see ideally was used towards the end of the sentence in the active voice. But according to the rules, in case of a passive voice, the adverb manner is to be used just before the past participle. Now, be ideally and the past participle is wasted. Let not your time be idly wasted, and we need not write by you because your time is already there. Let not your time be idly wasted, and if we write let not your time be wasted idly, that will be grammatically incorrect. Okay, now I will give you another possible answer, another alternative answer for this don't waste your time idly. Okay, what can be written instead of let not your time be idly wasted? Another choice is there. I can tell you now the alternative answer. What is that? The alternative answer most often written by the students in the examinations, that is time should not be wasted idly. Time should not be wasted idly, or better you can also use this idly here, idly wasted. Now most often students use idly towards the end of the sentence, and those who are very aware of these rules, they also deduct half a mark from the total. Now time should not be idly wasted becomes an alternative answer. Okay, now come to another example of this imperative mood, another example of imperative sentence. Now let me tell you. Prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. W-O-R-S-T, worst. Okay. Now in the old way, traditional way, we can write the answer just like this: late, then the worst, late the worst, then be, then prepared, then for. Okay, now let the worst be prepared for, nothing to explain here because this is the main verb, positive affirmative, and here the worst is the object. Worst is the object, and as per the rules I used let first, then this object became subject, the worst, and just like the use of a be verb and the third form of the main verb, be prepared, and this preposition for is used after prepared, and for is the right preposition after prepare, prepare for. Okay, let the worst be prepared for, and there is also another possible answer. Another possible answer for this question, prepare for the worst, and you must know both the ways. The alternative answer, what is that? Now instead of using let, write be prepared. Be prepared. For prepare, you have to write be prepared, and then for the worst. This is also equally right, be prepared for the worst, and here we don't have to use let. Prepare, be prepared. Okay. Now come to another example of a different kind. Another example of a different kind. Now I am giving you examples to teach you some new rules. Now come to example 5. Every example is totally new one. Now we heard someone crying. We heard someone crying. Okay. Now this is the subject, this is the past simple verb, main verb, this is the object, and this is, what is that? Objective complement. Objective complement, and this is a gerund. Okay, verbal noun, gerund. Now you see, although someone, somebody, people, they are not used in passive voice, but here as someone is the object and it must be made as the subject, therefore we have to use someone first. Okay, let us write someone first as the subject. This object became subject here, and after this subject we have to use the passive form of her, the past simple. The past simple is the passive form, so active form, and we have to use the passive form. Now what will be? Now it is the past simple. For past simple we have to use was or were to make passive, and someone is third person singular number, therefore we have to use was. The past form of be is was, and here someone was, and again the third form of this main verb, and that is also heard, H-A-R-D. Someone was heard, this is the past form, and here it is the past participle form or the third form of the main verb. Someone was heard, and here this is crying, and here we have to write someone was heard crying. Someone was heard crying, and here we did not write by us. Someone was heard crying. We may write by us, but without writing by us the meaning is also clear. Now let me tell you here another very interesting thing. Now what is that? Suppose instead of writing crying, minor change. Suppose I use cry. We tried using the gerund. Now I replaced the gerund with in the same example with the help of another word, that is cry. Again very simple, and here the cry is also objective complement, but it is a bare infinitive. It is a bare infinitive. Previously I used a gerund, now I am using a bare infinitive. And here I will tell you another rule. Again, the same way, the object will become the subject. Someone has to be written as the subject, and thereafter the same old way, was heard, someone was heard, verb phrase. This is the be verb and this is the third form of the main verb. Someone was heard, and here it was bare infinitive. It will become to infinitive or full infinitive. Now it changed to to plus verb or to infinitive. Someone was heard to cry, and by us may or may not be written. Okay, someone was heard to cry, that is enough, meaningful. Okay, now this is about teaching you the infinitive, and come to another example of a different type of infinitive. And here I told you about the bare infinitive and the gerund, and the gerund was kept intact without any change, but the bare infinitive was changed to infinitive. Now another example, you see, you have to see it to believe it. You have to see it to believe it. Okay, now, and this is the subject and this is the verb phrase, and this to plus c is the to infinitive. Okay, and again here we have another to infinitive or full infinitive. This is also called full infinitive. Okay, now in this question we will learn how to change the full infinitives into passive. I have already told you that the two infinitives have four forms: one for present simple, the other one for present continuous, third one for present perfect, and the fourth one for present perfect continuous. Now to see is the present simple form, to be seen is the continuous form, to have seen is the perfect form, and to have been seen is the perfect continuous form. Present simple and present perfect forms have a passive, and now let us see how to change it into passive. The two infinitives will be changed to passive forms. Now you see, this is the object. Okay, now first of all we have to write the object as the subject, it is the introductory subject, and have to see it will be changed. How? For the subject you it was have, where the subject is it, third person singular number, and instead of writing have we have to write has. It has, and this to see will become to be seen. It has to be seen. Here you have to see it became it has to be seen. Then to believe will become to be believed. Okay, it has to be seen to be believed, and by you not necessary. Okay, it is meaningful, it is clear. It has to be seen to be believed, not to be written by you. Okay, now